Are you ready to test your morals and see just how far you'd go to survive? Game of Fate will make you question everything, every decision, every alliance, and every move you make. Let's find out if this game truly delivers the tension and excitement it promises. Game of Fate throws you into a battle for survival where every choice matters. Right from the beginning, you're thrown into a mysterious situation, an abandoned place filled with traps, puzzles, and a group of strangers who each seem to have their own agenda. It's a little like Saw meets the Hunger Games, with a dash of Danganronpa. The tension is thick, and every decision you make could be your last. The game does a great job at setting up suspense. You wake up with little memory, and the story unravels as you interact with the other characters. The narrative is told through full-motion video (FMV) sequences where trust becomes a currency more valuable than gold. The quality of the FMV sequences is impressive, with solid acting that pulls you into the story. The camera work and production values are strong enough to enhance immersion, making you feel like you're part of a twisted reality show. Will you ally with someone, or will you backstab them to gain an advantage? The game forces you to weigh every decision with a moral scale that feels heavier as the stakes grow. One thing that stands out is the character development. Each character has a backstory that's slowly revealed, making them more than just NPCs. They feel like real people with real motivations, and it's hard not to become attached, or at least fascinated by them. One moment, you might be bonding with a character over a shared goal, and the next, you're questioning if they're secretly plotting against you. This unpredictability keeps you on your toes and invested in the story. The gameplay itself is a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and dialogue choices. The puzzles are challenging enough to make you think, but not so difficult that they become frustrating. They blend seamlessly into the game world, often tied directly to the narrative, which makes solving them feel rewarding. One of the puzzles that had me stumped for a while involved deciphering an old, cryptic note left behind by a former contestant. It felt like a real eureka moment when I finally cracked it. A big part of Game of Fate is its branching storyline. Your choices genuinely affect the outcome, leading to over 50 possible endings. I reached an ending that was bittersweet, but I know there are other paths I could have taken that might lead to completely different fates for the characters. The endings are diverse enough to make replaying the game feel fresh, as each decision can lead to vastly different outcomes, adding significant replay value. The game also includes a time travel element, with the story spanning from 2019 to 2024. This adds an extra layer of intrigue as you navigate different timelines to solve the overarching mystery. The time travel in Game of Fate is more focused on solving specific cases. This more limited approach helps keep the suspense grounded and personal, focusing on the story's core mystery. However, Game of Fate isn't without its flaws. The pacing can be a bit uneven at times. There are moments where the narrative tension is so high that you're on the edge of your seat, but then it's followed by a slower segment that feels like it drags on a little too long, particularly during some exploration scenes that don't add much to the plot. The FMV sequences are well produced, with solid cinematography that adds to the tense atmosphere. However, some scenes do feel less dynamic, with moments where the action slows down a bit too much, which can affect the overall pacing. On the technical side, I did notice some minor issues. Nothing game-breaking, but there were occasional moments where the audio did not perfectly sync with the video, or some transitions felt abrupt. While these instances were not frequent, they did slightly impact the immersion at times. It's clear that the developers put a lot of love into the game, but a bit more refinement could make the experience smoother. What really makes Game of Fate special is the emotional investment it demands. I found myself questioning my own morals as I played. Was it right to sacrifice one character to save another? There was a particular moment where I had to decide whether to betray a character who had trusted me, and it genuinely left me feeling uneasy for a while afterward. These moments are what make the game stand out. It's not just about surviving, it's about the psychological toll of the decisions you make along the way. If you enjoy games that challenge your thinking and throw tough moral dilemmas at you, Game of Fate is worth a try. It might not be the prettiest game out there, and it has its slow moments, but the story and the choices you make are what truly shine. For those who love narrative-driven experiences with a dark twist, this game delivers. We give Game of Fate an 8 out of 10. It's a thrilling ride that's definitely worth experiencing, especially if you enjoy a good psychological challenge. If you liked this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more game reviews and content from GameVault HQ. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.